Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to meet with me today to discuss Loma Hair Care. Loma is facing some challenges currently that are prohibiting them from reaching the next level of organizational effectiveness. I have prepared a PowerPoint presentation to discuss these matters, and I will go ahead and share my screen with you now. The biggest issue that the organization is currently facing is innovation or lack of innovation. Loma as a brand has been stagnant within growth over the past few years, and competitors have picked up on that and have launched new goods, new products, and new services. They have continuously ignored market need and demand for expansion within their brand and have continued to use outdated methods of production. The ramifications of the lack of innovation have led to loss of revenue, unhappy distributor partnerships, and slow growth in new markets. The relevance of their current organizational structure, design, and culture overall affect their organizational effectiveness. All of the aspects are currently functioning, but at a lower performance level than they should be at. The company, if it continues down this path, will be in a slow decline. A culture conducive to innovation is not only good for its company's bottom line, it is also something that both leaders and employees value in an organization. If Loma is able to put an emphasis on innovation, they will see greater success within their structure, design, and culture. Loma's current embodiment of conscious culture and management is strong. They do promote value and purpose. They have a strong interconnection between people, purpose, and their processes, and management values others before themselves. Because they have this strong groundwork, implementing a change should be something that they are willing to do in order to put their people first and listen to the demands of the market. I believe an effective way to create this change is by molding our plan of attack across Cotter's 8-step process for leading change. First, we have to create a sense of urgency, build a guiding coalition, form a strategic vision and initiative, enlist a volunteer army, enable action by removing barriers, generate short-term wins, sustain acceleration, and institute change within the organization. For Loma, initially, we need to hold a meeting with our key stakeholders to address the problem. David Hannon, the CEO, is a very hands-on leader that would be willing to listen to these current issues that we are seeing in the market. Then we would need to form the team necessary to make this change. While that won't be a small task, I believe we would be able to pull higher level individuals that would be able to make a plan of attack in order to implement change for innovation. Innovation change can be scary and overwhelming because it is such a broad idea. There are many ways to go about it, but I believe a specific plan that we could create would be for stronger market penetration, which would be involving our outside sales teams working closely with our distributor partnerships and focusing on new product development within the first year. As we work with the distributor partners, that will focus on solely increasing the sales and building the brand back, gaining those lost customers that may have swayed from the brand while instilling faith back in them, letting them know that we are working on product development. We could use a reward system for the succeeding sales professionals. That way they will be motivated to continue the growth with the brand, and also focus on a task redesign to create new product development and create a diagnosis for what exactly we need. If we go into the market and we ask our individuals what exactly they're looking for in regards to products, we'll have a greater success because we can produce a result that they are currently asking for. The organization must have some elements of permanence to avoid mirroring the instability of the environment. Yet it must also react to external shifts with internal change to maintain currency and relevance in the marketplace. Unfortunately, with Loma's lack of innovation, they have not reacted to these external shifts and they have not made that internal change. That is why I'm bringing the attention to you so we can discuss ways to improve this. Some possible challenges that we may see to change and solutions to overcome them. On an organizational level, we would see overdetermination. This overdetermination occurs because there are numerous systems that are in place to ensure that employees and systems behave as expected. When we involved change, this can be strongly, when we enact change in the regard to the organizational level, there can be lots of disruption. That can be within employee systems, job descriptions, reward systems, and organizational culture. So ways that we can overcome this is to make sure that we're fostering a safe and healthy environment, that we are creating open communication so individuals don't feel this. On an individual level, we are looking at a possible challenge in regard to habit, especially when we are creating new R&D roles. Individuals want to work their same role and they don't want to have to do a different job that would be harder work for the same pay. When we design the structure, build the culture, then we can manage the change within the organization. The different subsystems that need to be realigned to bring about change. Ways that we can help align all of these different groups together is to encourage participation, foster open communication, and provide unwavering support from the organizational level. If we're able to do all three of these things, the subsystems will all feel supported and will be able to work together to support the change that we're trying to implement. The main strategy that management will adopt is a holistic view of the organization. Managers must take a holistic view of the organization and the change project. A limited view can endanger the change effort because the subsystems of the organization are interdependent. Saying this, we need to have all management working together and looking at everything as a whole, not just focusing on their own specific team and their own specific project, but what the end goal will be for the organization. In order to create this new organizational success and effectiveness, we have to implement innovation at the highest level in the holistic view so we can look at everything as a bigger picture. Thank you so much for taking the time with me today, and I hope that we can get this innovation process in place.